What's poppin', man?
Just try to hang in there, man.
You doing it? You hustle.
17 days.
Hustle hard. November 4th, boy.
Yeah. Senator Obama, I have a question for you. You know, it been making a lot to do about this average Joe the plumber guy. Why'd you play him off like that?
Well, Joe the plumber, he had his own set of problems. He didn't pay bills. He owed child support. And if anything, you should be thanking me. I made him famous. Overnight.
Man, I just love that impression. I had to bring it out of you. But let's talk about this movie, Soulman, man. You had a chance to work with, you know, a lot of legends. You know, one Sam Jackson and two and the legends that passed, Bernie and
Right.
Isaac. How was that experience being able to, you know, work with those icons?
Man, it's one of those situations, working on a movie with legends, you don't really know how to prepare for that. So you go into it with as much preparation as possible, but you expect the unexpected, you know what I mean? And what made it so great with these guys is they were so welcoming to me. And it was never a situation where I felt like I'm working with legends once I got there, because they didn't carry an air, they weren't arrogant about it, they didn't try to act like that. They just was like, all right, come in, you part of the team now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's almost like if Kobe and Dr. J were on the same team, and Dr. J's is like, all right, you good. I know what you got.
You know, Cleo was telling me that Odetta never told her nothing about her father. A piece of Floyd Henderson might be here to live on.
If you don't shut up and go to sleep, a big piece of Floyd Henderson ass might not wake up in the morning.
Good night.
Good night. No, hey, what is that?
What's wrong?
You been taking the pills again?
That was my cholesterol mess. I swear I did.
You can't be spooning with that. What's wrong with you? Nasty son of a bitch. Give me some cover. I'm sleep on the floor. All them years I spent in prison, ain't nobody roll up on me like that.
I was gonna ask you about that.
Good question, because I grew up in, you know, this R&B age, and
Of course.
groups, you know, the raw deal, they couldn't stay together. The real deal, they couldn't stay together, and they had problems. But today, all R&B groups, it's hardly any left, if there's any. Why is there so many problems with groups staying together like that?
Man, I wish I knew, because we need more R&B groups. Like, even in our era, like the Mint Conditions and the Jodeci's and the Boyz II Men, where are they? And those are the guys that put out some of the greatest music. So, you know, the Temptations, all these guys, they all stayed together longer than some of the newer groups. And what I believe it is they don't have the same values as the old school. Like the soul era, they knew exactly what a privilege it was to be in the music game, period.
Right.
Whereas with the R&B generation, there's ego, there's champagne popping too early, there's all types of, you know, early celebration when you really you haven't made a dime. You know, all the money went to the record company, and, you know,
Right.
you're trying to live off the persona and the ego.
And you have a burgeoning music career yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a rapper and producer, and, you know, I don't really, rap is something that I do for fun. Like, I get down and do the real stuff too, but I mean, it's not something that I'm pursuing in that sense. But I mean, I'm always recording songs, and I kind of leave rap alone to birth its own career or its own life, if you will. You know what I mean? I'm an actor first and foremost, and this is what I want to do.
Was there any memorable moment on set that you could share with the audience between you and Bernie Mac, or you and Isaac Hayes?
Yeah, with Bernie, man, with Bernie and Sam, man, just every time after a take, they would always like give me the thumbs up, or come over and be like, yo, that was funny, man. You got something special. And, you know, when you work with people of that caliber, they don't have to say anything to you if they don't want. They could say, at cut, they could just walk into their chair or their trailer and not even engage you. But the fact that it was like a family situation, for me, that was like the highlight of it all, is to get that stamp of approval on my back, and the encouragement, and, you know, they validated me, really.
You look almost like Barack Obama in the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
What are your feelings about this historic election with a woman running for vice president, a black man running for president. What is your feelings about that?
Oh man, I really wish you wouldn't ask me that question because I wanted. There's so much more I want to say about it. But what I will say is, this is a moment in history. I don't think it's really hit everybody yet. The fact that we have a black man running for president is huge, and everything that Martin Luther King fought for, dreamed about, stood for. And not just him, but everybody back in that era that was, taking the bricks to the head and the water hoses, just all of the ugly side of that era of just us trying to have our own rights. And now we have a black man that's actually running for office. I don't really know how to interpret that in my mind because we've never seen it. Right. It's almost like when we first find out there's actually aliens in existence and you see one, you're like, wait, I've heard about it, but I'm just now really seeing that there's aliens that exist. So, Barack is an alien. But I'm glad to see him where he is, man. Like, our children and our children's children, they're going to have something a lot higher to reach for. Like, the possibility is, like, wide open now.
Endless. Your possibilities are endless, too, man. You're very talented.
I appreciate it.
I see you in a slew of more stuff, so just keep it up, man.
All right, BlackTree.
All right.
My dude.